Oh yeah, three zeros, Power Ranger collection, 1/6 scale. Yes, you know what I'm thinking? It's morphin' time. Welcome back, Ranger fans of the Toymension world. So here we are with Lord Drakkon. Yes, gorgeous. Tommy Oliver, when he decided to stay evil, he ended up offing Rita, throwing her out of the equation, and took the powers later on as he was the Green Ranger and took over the White Ranger powers because Tommy was not actually part of the Power Ranger team to battle Drakkon, or we'll say the Green Ranger at the time. They were trying to make the White Ranger be Jason, the original Red Ranger. So kind of a cool concept, cool story going on here. So, but here's the box. Beautiful artwork. I love it. I love it. So, and the fact is, he does destroy Jason and takes the white powers and combines it with the green powers, and that's how he becomes Lord Drakkon. So, just so you guys know, this is part 2 because my first recording I unboxed. Notice there's nothing in there. So I already have everything unboxed. So I kind of, ruined that for me. Go figure, right? I deleted my footage. So it's already unboxed. So like I do the other stuff, nice little background piece there. So I already have his hands out. So we have his original hands that are already out. So put those aside. Then you have one nice little grip, probably for Sabo or even the dagger going on there. Then you have a couple more hands. You got a solid fist there. Got the other solid fist going on there. And of course you have another one for grabbing. So we're going to go ahead and pull Lord Drakkon out. He is evil looking. He looks amazing. So his feet like to come off real easy, so you got to be careful with that. So up, I got a cat. He's trying to be a star. So all right. So I'm going to put pressure back on the foot. So obviously the feet and part of the boot, they're not one piece. So that'd be kind of nice if they were solid, but then there'd be more motion, more probably clutter down there. So, and of course you have the white going on here with the shimmering silver going on, just like the White Ranger. And of course you got the double joint in here, which kind of looks weird. So, but I'm going to show you something real quick on this guy. Well, if his foot stays in. So that's one of my complaints is like the White Ranger's feet just automatically fell off too. So, and this is white too. So it's probably the same sculpt going on there. Real quick, I like his chest piece. As we know, these can't come off. They're actually glued in there. So someone actually suggested that we could do a thing where you can kind of cut in there or whatever. And after you do that, you can maybe put Velcro or something like that. See if you want to take these off and put them on different Rangers, but obviously Lord Drakkon is going to stay on Lord Drakkon. So I like the helmet. This is like almost like a rubbery plastic piece right there, but these are solid plastic, sharp. So be careful with that. So very sharp, very detailed helmet. Nice sculpt going on there. So of course you got the little sheath there for the dagger, and of course Lord Drakkon, his coin. But if you notice though, it looks almost like the dragon coin. Remember, the reason it's more based on the dragon look because he was the Green Ranger first. So I always try to tell people, it's a different picture, different pose, but he always had the original green coin. Then he fused the powers, which slowly modified over time. You know, he got more evil and stuff. And I like the red 10 on his helmet too, going on there. So you got like a dragon, then you got the cat look going on from the tiger going on. So, and of course you got Sab over here. I use his hand too because he's like pointing. I love that. That looks freaking cool. And just like the other Saba, this does slide down. So technically I have 2 Sabas in my collection now. And of course you got the dragon dagger. So, but with the dragon dagger's hand, I want to show you something with this. Another flaw going on with these toys. So as I was pulling this out, something happened. So I'm going to go and just show you guys real quick. That happened. See that? So there's supposed to be a little screw or something in here. Well, it fell out real easy, but you do have the little peg hole right there and stuff. So you can kind of put it together. So be careful with these joints. Like I said, you can snap it back together in there, but it's gonna fall out. So that's not cool. Luckily though, I found mine. So let me pull out. I actually stored in my magic card box real quick. So I want to lose it. So let me pull those out real quick. So got this little piece just sitting in there. Yeah. So that's like, some have little screws, if you notice. Like if you look at my videos, some are just little tiny pegs. So I'm going to try to, hopefully that fixes the problem. So I'm going to try to put that in there. I'm hoping it snaps in. But I might actually have to take, let me take, yep, there's the dagger. So let me go ahead and try to pull that out. All right, let's see. I'm trying to pull that whole assembly out without separating, because I don't want that one piece getting stuck in there. So okay, so I got it as one piece. Nope. Oh no. Did I lose the other piece? All right, so the other piece was stuck in there. So like I said, it's separated. So that hole there, I'm gonna try to put it back together. Like I said, if the ones that don't have screws, I would recommend trying to go out there and find little screws for them or whatever. So, but I'm gonna try to put this little peg in there. This tiny little piece right here, back in there. So hopefully that'll help fix that problem. But I don't see that really popping back in. See, I might have to get pliers or something in there, because I'm like mushrooming that in right there. So it's not good. But I'm gonna try anyways. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to go in there. So what I'm gonna do is just stash it back in my little magic card box. And off camera, I'm probably gonna have to try to fix it, or maybe I'll do the little screw thing. So like I said, some have screws, some don't. So, but yeah. But you can still put it together. So, like you said, you saw originally already put together. So let me put those to the side. All right. So let me go ahead and put the hand back together there. Like I said, it's just sitting there. So if you move the hand the wrong way and you lose this part, and that's kind of gonna suck. But luckily, if you have it shoved in there good enough, it's not gonna fall out. This part, hopefully, it'll stay stuck in there too, and you'll be able to put everything back together. So I got his hand back in there. Like I said, if you move his wrist the wrong way, it's gonna fall out. Just be very careful and make sure it's in there. So remember, the sleeve moves up and down too. So all right, we're gonna put his dagger back in there. All right. Let's see. One, it looks like where he's grabbing it. Boom. All right, twist it. Looks good enough. So, like I said, later on I might just change the hands out. But, yep. There he is with the dagger. Actually, we're going to flip it back around the way it was. It holds in there better. So, all right, let's see. Got twist in there. So it looks like he wants to play it. But, he's Lord Dragon. He doesn't need the Dragon Zord. Actually, he probably destroyed the dang thing. And you got Saba. So, and of course, you got these little guys, these wristbands, these bands right here for the arms. They're actually molded on better, so you can push them up and they'll stay better compared to the other ones. But they do slide down too, so. But you can just slide them right back up. Good to go. But he looks sick. He's probably like one of my favorites so far. Yeah, and if you play for Battle for the Grid, you know all about this guy. So, but yeah, that's Lord Drakkon. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, so far, who's your favorite ranger? I'm still debating back and forth. I like Lord Drakkon, but I'm still obsessed with my Red Ranger with the gold shield. All right, guys. Until next time, kitties. Hope you enjoyed this.